This is McCook's Mr. Bill. It's an honor to have you here. The other day I was out at a hardware store, one of the franchise hardware stores here in McCook, and outside, as I was going in, a guy said, "Hey, come here, come here." And I walked over, a young man, and he said, "Look at my gun." And he pulled it out. All I got is a BB gun, but he had a brand new 45 ACP. You can see in any World War II Army, movie, them packing 45s with them. Well, that's what he had on his hip. And I said, "Ooh, that's a little bit too public, in my opinion, to be carrying a gun like that." And he said, "I've got the right." I said, "I didn't say you don't have the right. It's not the way I would go with it." And he said, well, he wanted to let everybody know that he's carrying a gun. He said, "I got the concealed carry, but I just want them to know." Okay. I said, it don't take very long of a town of 7,000 people to know who is packing a gun like that. But I said, I don't think you're thinking this through real well. And so I used the example of marbles. I said, we live in a town of 7,000 people. 7,000. Now, on average, I've lived here for 46 years, so on average, about once a decade, once every 10 years, somebody is murdered in the city of McCook. About once every 10 years that happens. And there's 7,000 people. So that's basically take a jar of marbles, 7,000 marbles, and write your name on one of those marbles and throw it in there, shake it up real good, and then once every 10 years reach in and pull out, and if your name's on it, you're the one that's going to get shot at and killed. You know, the odds are pretty low, aren't they? Pretty low in this city, and most everywhere except inner city. I mean, people just don't do that. It just isn't happening. And yes, that mass shooting, that 1 in a million mass shooting, can come along and kill some people. But be that as it may, I think you're going the wrong direction. You do what you want, though. And he said, "Yeah, but you always have weapons." I said, "Yes, I do. And I usually carry pepper spray, or I have my weighted little tool of weighted fish weights in there that could be utilized as something else, or I carry a coin purse that could very easily be used as something else if it had to in a life and death situation. Be that as it may, and of course I carry a handgun like you do, but not a firearm. I don't own a firearm." And I said, "Well, what I carry, and it isn't much, and I'm not very good at it, I carry a sling. And it's got a rock in it, and it's in my pocket. And for 3 ounces compared to 3 pounds, I think I've got it covered for how much danger I would ever be in, for how much danger I'd ever be in. Be that as it may, you do what you want and enjoy the firearm." But again, the public nowadays kind of cringes when they see it. Yeah, I think it'd be better, if at all possible, to keep it concealed. That's what I told him. Thank you for your time.